Hello, it's Bricktopian here again, and today I will be doing a little quick review for the Lego Icons Chevrolet Camaro. It is the Z28 Camaro, or the Z28 Camaro, and it is from 1969. The set contains 1,456 pieces, and it is an 18 plus set. The set costs £150 in the UK, and I got it using VIB points, so I actually paid only about 30 quid for it because I used £120 worth of VIP points. This set is brand new to 2022 and it is customizable, and it was originally a part of Career Expert, would have been considered a part of Career Expert, but it's now got the new name of Icons because a lot of the new Career Expert sets have been branded as Icons. But it is a part of the same line of vehicles as ones like the Mustang and the Aston Martin and the Fiat 500, etc. I love this set. There's so many great things about it, especially the colour scheme. I really love the black with the dark red stripes, although there are other stripe colour options because you can have the stripes in white or grey as well. Although the dark red is my favourite because I love red and black together. It just reminds me of Shadow the Hedgehog from Sonic, and I just love the colour scheme. And dark red is one of my favourite colours of all time anyway, if not my favourite. And I also liked how the dark red stripes actually match the dark red of the interior. I thought that was really good. Some people might not like that because they might say it's too much dark red. For example, I know Bricks, he did a review on this set and he thought that was a negative thing, but I personally think that's a positive. There's quite a lot to good to say about the set, and one of the other things I love about the set is the chrome wheels that are now being used, because they haven't used chrome for wheels on Career Expert vehicles before. They've only had like a dish piece, like one of those dishes, you know, like the 4x4 size ones, and they might stick them on top of a wheel and they might be chrome. But in this scenario, the actual wheels are chrome, which is very strange to me because I thought they didn't like using chrome in much in Lego, and yet these are quite a big piece to have in chrome, and yet there'll be another piece that they'll be really sort of unwilling to make in chrome because of the cost of using chrome or drum lacquered pieces or whatever. And also apparently it's worse for the environment, these type of pieces, which is very contradictory of the fact that they're supposed to be transitioning to paper bags, although I'm quite glad they're doing that. But this particular set was all plastic bags, and it did actually come with 8 numbered bags, and I believe there was only 1 bag per number. This set it felt quite quick when building it. It felt actually quicker than building the Mustang, even though I tried to drag this out more than building the Mustang. And the piece count is actually almost identical because the Mustang had 1,471 pieces and this has 1,456 pieces. So the Mustang actually has slightly more, but it's very close. Although the Mustang is £30 cheaper than this, which I find crazy. I mean, I know the Mustang is an older set and the prices have gone up a lot of Lego at the moment, but that is still ridiculous to me, how much difference that is when they're so similar in piece count. And the Mustang, in my opinion, is still the best set. And also the Mustang has a lot more prints. This is all stickers, basically. There's basically no prints in this set apart from the alternative lights that you get. They're the only prints, I believe. Everything else... Oh, and sorry, these are printed as well. On top of these lights, which is very odd as well because I thought they'd be one of the things that'd be harder to do as a print. But most of this is stickers. The Mustang had, I think, 14 stickers, which sounds a lot, but a lot of those were alternative license plates, whereas this vehicle only has 1 license plate, literally 1. When I say 1, I mean 1, because it has 1 on the back. Actually, no, sorry, no, it does have 2. Sorry, it has 2 at the back, but it only has 2, and therefore this license plate you can have with the more with the yellow, and it stands out more, and there's another one, but they're stickers as well on this. Whereas on the Mustang, the only stickers you got that most of the stickers were for license plates. There was a few stickers in that set weren't. In this one, all the details are stickers. That's a sticker, that's a sticker, and that's a sticker, and it's a real shame. And a set that's £30 dearer should not have way more stickers than one that's £30 less. And there's no consistency, because the new Galaxy Explorer set that I bought, that has 0 stickers and that has tons of printed elements, and it's cheaper than this, and that is also from Icons. So I don't get it. But this set has lots going for it, like I say. I love the colour scheme, and I love the chrome wheels, and the angle of the wheels, the way that the ratio on the wheels turns is really well. And when building the wheel section, the mechanism that turns the wheels is really fun, and I love doing that, just like I do on the other ones. But the only thing is, I would say the wheels turn a bit too much when you don't want them to. Like if you're just trying to put this in a straight line, quite often the wheels will just naturally turn on their own, which I find a bit irritating like that. They just turn on their own, and the Mustang was more stable and didn't do that, and it wouldn't turn on its own, and I kind of find that a bit irritating, especially trying to push it along in a straight line. But obviously it's probably more realistic to how the steering would work on a car, because the steering would be a bit lighter than probably on the Mustang. But then again, these cars that during this time didn't really have powered steering, so they probably would have quite heavy steering. I love the fact that the lights can be changed, and I prefer these ones though, because these are the normal transparent ones, and I think they look better. I will show the other ones as well though. And I like how the bonnet opens is really good, and the engine detail is amazing as well. I love the engine detail, although again, stickers. And I'd still say the Mustang was slightly better detailed. But a big problem is the bonnet only opens this far, which is really irritating to me, because the Mustang can go quite high, and although you could get a person in there to work on the car, it just doesn't feel enough movement compared to some of the other vehicles. I know it's because of this part, but I still feel like they could have made this just a tiny bit shorter, and it would have given quite a bit of range to it. Another thing I don't like is that under the wheels you can see all the coloured coloured bricks and that when you make it. Although it makes it more enjoyable when building the set to have more colours, I think from the outside it's not worth the compromise, because it really does show up, and it's just a bit too much for me. It's alright if you were looking at it from above, but if you're looking at it eye level, it's going to irritate me quite a bit, and you can't really get around it, because if you have it there, you can see it on both sides. If you have it there, you can see it all that side, and if you have it there, you can see all that side. I think that's probably the worst though. But the construction was really good though. I still enjoyed it a lot, but the stickers take away from it quite a lot, I would say. It doesn't feel as durable as the Mustang, especially the roof. The roof feels really flimsy to me, and I actually broke the roof off and had to rebuild it because of just literally touching it. And these corner L-shaped pieces seem to pop up a lot, and they fall off really, really easily, and I find it a bit irritating. But obviously, and you have to push your fingers like that to keep it more secure. So I probably will at some point have this as the convertible mode. I haven't actually done it as a convertible yet, but I wanted to keep it in this mode first because I thought I'd prefer it like this. But now, because I know how flimsy the roof is, I'm starting to wonder if actually it would be better as a convertible. You do get the fuzzy dice in this though, which I really liked. Even though they've got no printing or details on them, they still look good representation, and they actually are quite fun and nice to have. I love how they got these angles of the bumper here using wedges and angled A pieces, and how they got the angle here using clips and bricks to get this shape as well. It just works really well, and it's probably the highlight of the set for me in terms of the exterior details. The doors are really snug, and there's no gap between the doors, just like with the Mustang, and that is really well done. And I like how they've even used these parts so it slots perfectly in place. I'd say it's because it's black as well, you can't see the seams as much, which I like. The door handles on this one are light grey, whereas on the Mustang they were dark grey. I probably prefer the light grey door handles for the black because there's more contrast. Some people might prefer less contrast, but in my opinion it's a good thing. The seats can move forward a bit, just like on the Mustang did, but for playability that's not that great, but it's still good to have. It's not that exciting, but It is an 18 plus display set, so you know it's enough detail. We don't need anything too crazy. I mean, this set hasn't got gadgets on like say the Aston Martin did, but this set is great for what it is, and I prefer the more display style sets anyway. The boot opens, and the boot actually has a lot of range of motion, unlike the bonnet, and it's actually got even more than the Mustang. And the boot is quite good because it's actually really smooth inside and finished off, which is something the Mustang, for example, didn't have. Although I do think that the Mustang had a nice little nitro tank in the back to add some more fun detail, whereas this doesn't. But it's good you can fit the spare license plate in there and the spare lights. Like I said, there's the extra license plate for the back that you get. Instead of being yellow with black writing, it's actually black with yellow writing. I prefer this one because I think it stands out more in contrast, but they both look really good. But yeah, as you may notice, you don't get any license plate whatsoever on the front of the car, which is a bit of a shame. But then a lot of the real cars, I don't believe, had them on anyway, from my opinion experience. Although some of them do, and they'd be down here. So they could have added it. And in one of the pictures in the instruction manual, you can see the real car does there though. So they could have actually done it, and that is another negative thing. Another negative thing is how easy the wing mirrors fall off, because I knocked one out outside when I was doing another video, and it was really annoying to find. But I do love the design of using popsicle or icicle pieces as the wing mirrors, even if they are a little bit small for the car, in my opinion, compared to the ones on the Mustang, for example. But I love how they get the shape, and it's just really cool part usage. Although it would have been nice if they could have put some silver on this side so it looked more reflective. Inside you get a single tile piece that has a sticker on that actually shows the model team car from when they did model team sets, which is very hard to get out if once it's in there, but you can actually see it. And it is a sticker though, which is really irritating to me, but it says model team on it, and it shows the little Ford hot rod on there. Which it could be a hint of a future one they could redo. They might redo the model team car as an Icons one. That would be actually look really cool, I think. But I don't know. It's probably more likely just a nice little vintage Easter egg for adult fans. Also, they did a promo set of a hot rod to reference that in 2020, I think it was, or 2021. So yeah, and you can just fit this back in there. It's a bit annoying to get out in and out when you've put it all in there, and you can't really see it that well, but still nice to include. But that should have been a print. It really should have been a print, in my opinion. The steering wheel is quite big for the car, but I like that fact because it feels very much like a muscle car to have a big steering wheel, and you can see how it turns when you turn the wheels, and it just looks really smooth. I wish they'd imprinted a logo on the steering wheel, but they haven't, so that's a bit of a letdown, but it still looks good like that. And underneath you can see all of the Technic bricks that make it stronger, and all the colours that go into it. So even that broke off then, so you can see that. And then inside you got some stickers, because you've got the radio section in there for the CD player and radio. Well, CD radio, it probably wouldn't be a CD player then, but you can see it in there. But that's just another sticker. And then I like how the back window is sort of kept partly underneath the roof, has a lip over the top of it, which the Mustang didn't have, because it feels more realistic and like it's properly secured inside the window frame. I think the back of the car I actually like in some ways more than the front, but I'm not really sure why. I just do. I think it looks nice, and I love how they use these axe piece without prints on, so you add like a little bit to hang over the bumper. But both the front and the back look amazing. I think the back looks better, but the front is more impressively built. Again, the Camaro logo there is a sticker. I would say I'd say it's one of the best Creator Expert sets I've done. It's one of my favourites, definitely. It's definitely up there with the Mustang, although the Mustang is still the better set, I think. It's the cheaper set, it's the more durable set, it's the one with less stickers, and it's the one that's probably more fun to make. but they're both they're both really accurate to the real car, and they both look really well done. And another thing that they could have done better is I would like the stripes to continue across the roof rather than just here on the bonnet and the boot. But yeah. Anyway, let's do the alternative lights. Here's the alternative lights. They do look good, and it's good that they're printed, but I still think I prefer the transparent lights, in my opinion. I think they do look better. Maybe because they're more consistent with some of the other cars they've done, but I just like them better anyway, I think. It's a little bit hassle to swap the lights over, but it's not too bad, although you have to make sure you leave these grey bits behind, because you can't attach these if they're still in there. I think it's good that you can change the colours of the stripes, so you can have them red, white or grey. But a thing that I don't like, that I didn't realise, is that if you want to change the colours, you have to deconstruct one of the lots of the colours and rebuild it as another one, because you can't. There's actually a couple of pieces that are involved that you need for each of the colours. I don't know if that's just for me, if there's a bit missing, but I don't think it is. I think that that's the way you have to do it, which is a shame, because I feel like the way it's displayed in the book and shown is that you can actually do all the designs at the same time for the different colour stripes. So that was a bit disappointing. It's also, if you want to change it so it's the convertible mode, you have to do an entire bag's worth of reconstruction. You can't just swap it, which is a shame, but I kind of expected that to happen though. So yeah, so it's a bit annoying. But I still think it would be good to change to a convertible. Anyway, let's do a comparison with the Ford Mustang, because that is the set that I believe is the closest to this one in design and appearance and build as well. The Mustang, you can see, is exactly the same size basically as this one. They're almost identical in the size of them, and the Mustang is similar in detail, apart from, like I said, the Mustang has a front license plate. This one doesn't have one. And also the Mustang has the customizability of the Mustang is similar, but the Mustang can't be converted to a no roof version, but this one can. But it does give you other things that this one doesn't, like adding the blower on, and you can add different types of exhaust at the side, and you can add a big front bumper to it, and you can add a spoiler at the back and different things that this one doesn't have. And what's good about the ones on the Mustang is that you don't have to break something up and change it to something else. You can have all the customizable parts built at the same time, which I really like. Although obviously if you had the option to have the Mustang as convertible, that would be quite cool as well. Although I imagine that there's lots of people who probably could convert this and give this the option of doing that, and it wouldn't be too difficult. If you can do it with this, I'm sure you can do it with that. The wheels, as you can see, are not chrome like they are on the Camaro, and the chrome does look better. The door construction is very similar on both. They both open very similarly to me, although I think the construction on the Camaro actually might be slightly better for the door. I don't think it feels as likely to knock a piece off as the Mustang does, if the Mustang's slightly stiffer. And like I say, the bonnet on the Mustang has a lot more range than it does on this one. The boot is very similar in a lot of ways, but like I say, the boot on the Camaro is a lot more tiled inside. So that looks really tiled, but this one isn't. You can see gears inside and things, but I love the nitro tank. The exhaust, you get dual exhausts on the Mustang. You only get single ones on the Camaro. The lights are a lot more detailed and constructed on the Mustang, whereas on these it's simple pieces. That is a sticker and that is a sticker. They're both stickers on there, but on the front of them, this one is a sticker as well, but on this one, that piece is a print. The roof on the Mustang is a lot more solid than it is on the Camaro, and it does have stripes on the roof on this one, whereas this one it doesn't. The steering wheel you can see is much smaller than on this one. You do get a Mustang logo on the steering wheel in that one, unlike on this one you don't get a logo. You can see the wing mirrors are constructed with tiles and plates on these, whereas these are single piece. I prefer the single piece ones, even if they are smaller size. You can't change the lights on the Mustang, which is a shame. And I think I like the dark red interior better than the tan interior, although not by a massive amount. I also like how this one has the headrests above the seat on this one. This one doesn't, so this is more realistic. Yeah, another thing you can do with the Mustang is you can actually adjust the height of the back wheels by turning this thing at the back. There's a thing at the back where you can actually turn the height of the wheels like this, so you can have the back wheels slightly higher. I don't know why they didn't include this on this one, because I think it could have been done. Considering this one's more expensive, they should have included that option. There's not a lot else I can really say about the set and how it compares. I think it's great, and I think it does look really good next to the Mustang, but I feel like if you was only going to choose one of the two, the Mustang would be the better option of the two, in my opinion. There's a lot more you can do with a Mustang, but they've both got good things about them. But anyway, yeah, there's not a lot else I really need to say. Anyway, let me just show you one other thing, which is the Mustang without the blower, because that might be a better comparison between these two vehicles. So there you go. Now you can see the Mustang without the blower. Actually, it's around the wrong way, sorry. It's supposed to be that way, I think. But yeah, now you can see the Mustang without the blower, which looks better with or without this. It's up to you. But there you go. That's both of them together in their normal forms. Which one do you prefer? Let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.